Hello, and welcome to the British edition of Dave TV. That's, let me get this up there. The Jam, one of my favorite British bands. Let's see if I can get this. There we go. The Jam. Compact Snap. As I say, I love British stuff. Not thrilled with the Royals, but I thought I'd do a little British version of Dave TV today on the 29th edition, 29th of April edition of Dave TV because of the royal wedding. And I'll show you a few little pictures I took. I've been to London several times, and I don't know how this is going to work because of the glare from these pictures, but there I am in London back in the 1990s. I'm standing right in front of the British Broadcasting Corporation's World Service. Of course, I used to listen to the BBC World Service all the time, and that's me there at, I believe it's called Bush House. And this is outside the studios for radios 1, 2, 3, and 4 at the time, and 5 Live. These are the main British radio, BBC radio channels. Radio 1 is the top 40 channel, which you can get on Sirius XM. 2 is the kind of adult contemporary channel. 3 is classical. 4 is news and talk. And 5 is sports. And this is Piccadilly Circus back when they had Tower Records. One of the places I spent a lot of time at the Piccadilly Circus Tower Records. And of course, here we go with another visit to BBC Radio. And another picture there. Kind of, I don't know, I took 2 of them. There's the Nelson Ice's ice cream van. It's, of course, a very popular tourist attraction. There I am standing on Westminster Bridge. Back when I actually had a little hair on the top of my head and my beard wasn't gray. And there's Big Ben in the background. And there's Mom there, standing about the same place. And there, of course, I got more of the British Broadcasting World Service. And then we got some more. This is in central London there, Bush House, in the BBC World Service shop with lots of books and stuff. And let's see, what else do I have here? Oh, there's Mom at Madame Tussauds with Saddam Hussein. And there's, of course, the Queen at Madame Tussauds. And there's HMV Records, another big record shop over there in Londinium. And Virgin Records, which was another big record shop in Londinium. I don't know if any of those are still there, but what the heck. And this is a really good picture. This is when I took a Mom in one of the central London parks. I really like this picture. And what else do I got here? Of course, stopped by one of the private commercial stations in London, Melody Radio. So there we go. That was my trip. There's a couple radio-ish memories of one of my trips to London. I've been there about 4 or 5 times. In fact, I went there as a high school kid. Herndon High. I was taking Latin. I don't know why. Let's see, so let me get another one of my favorite Jam songs here. Smithers Jones is a good one. Let's see if I can figure that. Smithers Jones. They don't have the numbers here. There we go. This is a good one. Paul Weller and the Jam. A lot of British working class kind of rock there. I always liked his stuff. But anyhow, the first time I went to London was back in the 70s with my Latin class, Mrs. Sleeper at Herndon High. We went with a bunch of other kids. Flew in through New York and Brussels, and then went to London and toured Rome and Britain. So we went and saw Hadrian's Wall and Stonehenge and all that. And, of course, that's when I bought the British radio. Remember, I think I showed this on one of my other episodes there. This was from the mid-70s, when you had the medium wave AM band and the long wave band and all the British radio stations and European stations. In fact, even during the day, you can get a lot of AM stations from the continent, especially France. So anyhow, that's cool. This radio still works out of the way, but I don't have batteries for it. So there we go. Did catch a little bit. I got up about 6:45 this morning. Catch a little bit of the royal wedding, and whoop-de-doo. What's the big news? Big rumor. Hearing a big rumor right now that Clear Channel might be buying Metro Traffic. If that comes through, that's a big deal. Clear Channel doesn't use Metro Traffic. Here in Washington, where Clear Channel has 5 stations, DC 101, WMZQ, Hot 99.5, Big 100.3, and I can never get the third one. Wash. They own 5 stations here. They don't use Metro Traffic. So if they merge with Metro Traffic, which is I think connected to Westwood One CBS somehow, that would be a big deal. So we shall see if that happens. Nobody else is reporting that now, but one of my inside sources tells me that's something that could very well happen. Another big story today, Radio 1 is moving their corporate headquarters from Lanham, Maryland in Prince George's County to Silver Spring, over, I guess, where the Discovery Channel and all that a lot of other media companies are over there. There's always talk that Radio 1 would move back into D.C. because that's where they were formed at the old WOL, Kathy Hughes, back in 1980. And they almost did a couple years ago. They almost moved to D.C.'s Shaw neighborhood, but at the last minute they didn't do it. Apparently, Maryland Governor Martin O'Malley has provided the firm with a $400,000 grant that requires the company to invest at least $1.25 million in the move by the end of 2012. So I presume now, it's at the corporate offices of Radio 1. That also includes the studios of KYS and MJ, PRS, WOL, and YCB. It's not 100% clear whether all those studio facilities will also be moving over to Silver Spring, but I would assume so. But if anybody knows whether that's can confirm that, let me know. But that's interesting stuff there. And 3-day work week for Howard Stern. He starts his new contract with SiriusXM in May, and he's going to be down to a 3-day work week. So you'll be hearing live shows 3 days a week, and that's about it. So whoop-dee-doo for Howie. Howie, baby. All right, folks. That's the big news for today. It's Friday, the 29th of April, 2011. Congrats to Wills and Kate and whatever. I did enjoy watching an hour or so of the wedding ceremony there on PBS via BBC Relay. And just for the sake of majestic London, one of my favorite cities in the world. Thanks for watching, and don't forget, everybody, to, what do I always say? Stay tuned and cheerio and all that rot.